Come on, it's not on.
And he clicked off. I don't know if he thought he wasn't on. I replied to him on, and then his face disappeared.
Come on. We just need to practice getting on and getting off, okay? Over and over again, so it becomes second nature.
Ah, we're there!
How in the world?
You see him?
Are you there?
I am there! Yoo-hoo! Me and my banana. I just got off the other webinar, so I was taking a quick break.
God. All right.
But now I'm back on.
Don't press the link again. Or does it say start there?
Um,
For me?
Yes.
Start broadcast right there. You said
we
that's-
can start, sure.
Did you have to start broadcast when you got on?
Did I?
Yeah.
What do you mean, did I have to start broadcast?
You didn't.
Okay, good.
That was a good answer. All right. The chat. Can you type in the chat for Cheryl? See if that just make sure the chat works. Does it work over there? For you, Cheryl?
You just said help. You said here. You said on.
Good. So type back to us so we know that it works from your standpoint. So as he's going through, you're coming up with questions and you type them into the chat.
Oh, questions. All right. Questions? You got questions for me? Oh.
Yes. So we're going to get started here. And part of it is that she's going to come up with questions as we go through to help get them enrolled in the process. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
Good.
clear.
Good. I'm glad you understand. And we are, it's going to get rolling here. It is obviously 3:23.
3:23.
And we get to have a wonderful time with this. Are you still there? You are still there. And so I go ahead and I'll introduce myself as Robert McCrae. You're wanting to hang on one second though. We're not quite all here. So you're typing in the chat the questions to the people and feelings and desktop. We're looking for libraries, downloads.
Now, can you guys both see the chat too?
Yes, we can see the chat.
So when Steven sees the chat, he could speak on the answer.
What about that, Stephen? Can you speak on the answer if some things are in the chat?
Yeah. But I don't think that's going to be a best practice during the thing. I think if we see a consistent question or a remarkable question, then we should read it out and answer it on the voice part. because if I answer them in the chat, then I'll be talking and typing, and only some people will see it, or it's going to really detract the focus.
These to go back to that reference.
Can you so we know what it looks okay.
I don't see any way for me to mark them as favorites. Full chat, Q&A, attendees, offer. Okay. So has anybody found out how to favorite them, or how to highlight them? Would you share it with me?
There is, I don't believe, a way to hide. There's a way to take a poll on them. We can do a poll. We can do a question and answer. We can do an offer.
Yeah, I've seen all of those. I've been through all of those, but I don't see anything about being able to mark one. The same thing under there. Yep, that's not going to do it. All right.
I'll have to do that by hand.
Do what by hand?
If there's an answer, a question from somebody, I'll have to write it down if I can't mark it.
You can't mark it. I'm pretty sure you can't mark it. No, unless they updated it in the last, 3 months. It would be not be able to mark it. Whoa! Okay.
Signed up so far? How many hundreds?
27.
27?
27.
Okay, it's going up though. That's better than I've ever had before. So this is really good. I'm happy.
What do you mean?
It won't be long before we have 2,700, but that's okay. It'll go up more tomorrow as well. Lots of people jump on at the end.
What's the most you've had on a webinar?
What's that?
What's the most you've had on a webinar?
About 5.
Wow. So
Yeah.
So you are happy with what's going on.
Yes.
The next webinar out there right away tomorrow?
We can talk about that. We definitely could talk about that. Well, she's asking, do you want to sign up? Want to talk about a webinar that's coming up? Sign up for another one.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, because at the end, there's going to be a series of 7 webinars, right?
Right, but this would be just another freebie.
Oh, another freebie. Yeah, we could do that.
Because we can make these hangout sessions a little bit more interactive. That they don't. It's like a free thing that they get to come and get to hang out with us. We get really good at hanging out with them, and intentionally get them on board. Yeah,
and we can take Q&A from them all the time. I'm really good at answering questions.
So my thing would be is to either get it down to once every 2 weeks is a suggestion, or once a week.
2 weeks.
We could do it. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it once a week.
I think it's important to do it because it's so, I think it's important to do it once a week. I really do. And we're always building and bringing that community. So a lot of the same people will come, and yes, we're feeding them. but that's also bringing a bunch of awareness out there. So yeah, once a week I think is great. What do you think about that, Cheryl?
And then we'll build audience.
You build an audience. That's what
That's what we're all about, right? Building audience.
build the audience.
Come on, audience!
Oh my God.
Come to me, I'll click for you.
Absolutely. So what do you think, Cheryl? Do you have what's your reason for 2 weeks? What's your feeling on that? I mean, you're the one that's gonna fill them, so you're in that too. So what's your thought on that?
I was thinking content and material, but he's already got it all. He's ready, so. That's all.
Wow. Okay. She thinks it's all ready, so every 2 weeks sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, every week sounds like a good idea. The PowerPoint, do you have the PowerPoint on your side?
You sent it to me, yes. I could open it.
Now, do you have a way to share it on your side?
I have no idea.
Because I think that would be really hot if you did.
Okay.
But I'm not so sure that's exactly the way we're going to do it, but I'm thinking out here.
Okay, so once I get it open, then what?
Does it open?
I'm just opening it now.
Okay.
So do I have to upload it to Hangout, or do I just keep it open on my desktop, or how do I do it?
Put it on your desktop.
Okay, it's open.
Okay, and now when you go to the Hangout, is there a set of controls over on the left-hand side? You see the top one that says chat,
Yeah,
and the next
yeah.
share screen.
Oh, yeah.
Share the screen. So there you go. That's you. I just wanted to see. Yep. Yep. My question is it better for you or better for me to do that?
Let's try it both ways and then figure it out.
Okay. So let me just start in the beginning. So questions, what kind of questions can Cheryl ask?
What kind of questions can Cheryl ask? Says, how can I be happy when my husband is yelling at me? How can I get angry at my husband when he's always laughing?
They just get madder though. It's like,
yeah. She can also ask things like what do you do if you get in a car accident, or what if a pet or a person dies, or what if you lose your job? What if you get a disease? What if you're suffering from some affliction? What if
So those are suggestions in order, if we know our audience, do we want to ask those kinds of questions? That kind of goes in
I
hand.
think they're gonna.
But yeah, those would be the kind of questions that people ask me.
Exactly.
Like, how do you do that?
Okay.
Like, is that even a good thing to do? Like, what do you do if there's a terrorist attack in your hometown?
So how do we answer them back?
So I know all the answers to all of those. So I just answer them. I've been through all of that already.
Okay, so part of it is she's going to be in the chat answering some of the questions that are coming.
Oh, she's going to be answering them.
Right.
I'm gonna be trying to.
Yeah. Because she knows a lot. She knows we have a lot of interaction that's going on already with a lot of people. So it's not, the idea is here is that we can ask, we're going to go on in the beginning. She's going to be saying, hi, Tessa, hi, Frank, hi, Todd. And they're going to be responding back in such a manner, and we'll be responding to them. So we're going to be in a conversation like the part of just watching the chat. There may be not that many to watch. Number one, 27 or 28 doesn't seem like this a lot. I mean, I like to think that it's a huge number, but my feeling is if you're watching, you might be able to just glance at it and talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I will normally do, right? If is there a way that you guys can message me during the webinar?
Yeah, only through our cell phone.
Through the cell phones. Okay, because if I'm not talking about something, or I am talking about something that you would like to see a change in,
well,
then
here's
it'd be handy if we could do that.
Yes, you can. My thing with her is that if you're answering, you're not typing. So she'll need to type you the answer back out if she hits it. Does that make sense?
So you guys, like if I'm talking, I would just be on receive mode from either the chat or the text.
Right.
But I could glance at it and I could, adjust what I'm doing.
You can adjust and say, you can say some kind of comment.
Yeah, I could say, like, I see there's a question coming through here on how you can do this. Or is it even advisable? Well, let me address that.
And then she can type it as well. So people, if they're not hearing it, it's like you don't have to repeat it. It'd just be in a written form back to them. Does that sound good?
Yeah. So, yeah, but it doesn't have to go back in a written form, right? Because that means that I have to type or Cheryl has to be me.
Right.
It can come back in a verbal form, I think is fine. Like if we had 4 or 5 coaches that were trained under me and they could man that would be ideal, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
So I've been on some webinars where that happens because they have a coaching staff that's been trained and is up to speed, right? So they do all that, but we don't have that yet. So I think the smart idea is just to verbalize the answers.
Okay. So can you take me off screen? Sure. Then yeah, you can flick back and forth. There we go. There.
Hey, it's me again.
Okay. So are we ready to get started?
I think we are. I am. Let me put it that way.
Are you ready over there, Cheryl?
I'm going to leave my phone on this time and see if anything happens.
Well, you're coming across really clear right now.
Excellent.
You really are. And I don't know about the picture. What about my picture to you?
Your picture is a bit fuzzy.
It's a bit fuzzy.
Yeah. Like, I can see you and I can see you're smiling and I can see you're frowning and pursing your lips, but I can't really see your eyes.
And it's Jeremy.
Wow. Wow.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Da.
So I wonder if I could adjust it like this. There we go. Get up a little bit closer.
Yeah. Am I clear to you?
You are clear to me. You have a lot of light on the one side.
Oh yeah, there's a window over there. Hang on.
Oh, now bring the thing back this way.
There, is that better?
Yes. A little bit better. Not a whole lot, but a lot better. It is somewhat better. There you go.
There.
There we go. We're all set.
Ready.
Then I'd like to say I am really happy to be here today with Stephen L. Whiteley. And you know what? He brings a lot of happiness and a lot of cheer, a lot of joy to our hearts, and a lot of happiness that helps us live our day, each and every day, in a more fulfilled and happy way. And I want to just say a few thanks to Joe and Frank and Linda and Todd and all these wonderful people, and Susie. Gosh, thanks for being here today. And you know what? This guy has been recognized over and over again. Marcy is the guy. Marcy's a lady that has really shifted my life, but Stephen has topped it all because I've worked with this guy for months now, and I know the difference in the shift that it made in my life. And I would like to welcome Stephen L. Whiteley.
Well, thank you very much for those warm words. It's been a real pleasure for me to get to know you, Robert. And it's my extreme pleasure to welcome everybody here and to really let you know that we are here for you. So I want to welcome not only you, but I want to welcome all of you. So I want to welcome your mind. I want to welcome your body. I want to welcome your heart, and I want to welcome your soul. And I especially want to welcome your soul because your soul is your deepest connection to love and happiness. And for most of us, we have had that soul buried under the flurry of negativity that comes to us in every direction, in every day, from the media, from our work, from our family, from our own internal conversation. And there is no truth in this negativity. So what we want to do is help you here today to understand the higher truth of happiness and how it can really work for you, how you can actually get powered by the energy of happiness. Happiness is more than just a feeling. It's more than just, the pleasure and the comfort that you're used to getting. When you get deep happiness working for you, it'll power you with an energy like you've never felt before. It'll power you through your sports, through your work, through your relationships, through your achievement. This is the energy that we all want. So are you ready to really connect with your deep happiness and love?
Stephen, you mentioned.
Good. If you are, type yes in the chat box.
There you go. There you go. You're getting them.
Yoo-hoo! Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. Nice to see that, everybody. Okay. So can you imagine what it would be like if you were already happy, if you were already living full time in joy, if everything you approached, you did so with happiness in your heart, if everybody you approached, they were with love in your heart? What if you were then every day helping people around you and feeling great about everything you're achieving? And why not? Why hang on to all those hurts and negativity of the past? What does it help you? Can you just let go of all of that? What does it help to hang on to that and to drag it around? So let's not bother with that. Let's just let go of it. And who do you want to be really happy with? Who is your favorite person to be really happy with, to have fun with, to laugh with, to have immeasurable joy with, to be really getting into the creativity, the intuition, the really high achievement that happiness really brings? So can you imagine when and where this will be important to you? Where will it be most important? Who will you be with there? What will you be doing? When is the time? Is now the time? If not now, then when? When? Now, this might seem like a pipe dream because, you know, there's only so much that we can do every day. The time is time, and we don't have infinite amounts of time unless you believe in reincarnation, which incidentally I do. But there is, on this earth, there's a limited amount of time. So do we want to waste that time in being negative? Do we want to waste that time in questioning ourselves and questioning others? Do we want to waste that time in trying to figure out why everything is so bad? Or do we want to take that time and make it into something really grand, something that makes our soul sing and our heart happy?
Yes.
Let me tell you a little bit about my own story. Would you like to know my own story? Type story in the chat box if you'd like to know a little bit about my story. So I grew up in a family of 5 boys, and I was number 3. So you can bet there was all kinds of rough and tumble stuff going on there. But at the same time, I was a happy kid, and I grew up to be a happy person. And I joined the Air Force, the Royal Canadian Air Force, and became a fighter pilot. And I was a happy fighter pilot. I thought I was doing a great job helping to preserve peace. And I loved the work I was doing, and I loved the people that I was working with, and everything was grand. And then I met my dear wife, and together we had 3 children in 39 months. Now, that was a good thing, but it was a really busy thing. And so it got really, really busy at home. And at the same time, my career took off. So I got really, really busy at work. And so as I was doing that, there got to be conflict between the two. And as time went on, I got to a place where I was fighting at work, I was fighting at home, and I was fighting inside myself. And as a result of this, my happiness slipped away. And so I found myself one day in 2001, leaving home after having had just another fight there, walking to work. My head was down, the fight's going round and round in my head, and there's no solution in sight. And then suddenly I stopped, and I had a moment of epiphany. It was epiphany for me, but it was also a glimpse of the blindingly obvious. I'm feeling badly again. I don't normally do that. That's not me. I'm not that kind of person. So that's it. I decided there and then, that's it. I'm getting happy again. no matter what. And so I started getting happy again. But most people, when they get to the end of the rope, they change their environment. They go to a new place, or they take new work, or they find new people. But that's not what I did. What I decided to do was to change me. And changing me made all of the difference. Because at that time when I was fighting all over the place, I was feeling less than totally confident. I was overweight. I was soft and in pain. And so I was 3 inches bigger around the waist, and I was 25 pounds heavier than I am now, totally out of shape. So after that decision, I started to take new action. So I started to really look around for what I could be grateful for. I started to give myself permission to grow as a person. I started to forgive myself and others. And I started to practice deep gratitude for everything that was all around me already. And by doing this, I started to get better and better results. And things started to heal around me. Things started to clean up around me. Relationships started to get better and better around me. And now I've been working with people, and I've been coaching people, and they are getting the same kind of results, creating harmony in their families, creating more and new, better results, creating healthy bodies and fit bodies, and achieving more and growing their wealth more and really getting better and better. So can you imagine you doing this? I can imagine you doing this. So if you can imagine you doing this, type imagine in the chat box.
Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Imagine, 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 imagine. Nice, nice, nice. Well, let's all imagine together. So here you are. Think about where you're going to on your current trend lines. Take the major areas of living. Think about your health. Think about your fitness. Think about your relationships. Think about your finances. Think about spirituality. Think about career and business.
I want you to do it because I want to know it works. Oops.
You want to, well, sorry, what did you say?
I said I wanted to know.
You got cut out.
Yep.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Okay, so think about where you're going to now, because these trend lines, whichever way they're going, up or down, this is the most important thing in life, is where are my trend lines going? Are they going up or are they going down? So if you think about them in all of those areas, then that's the important thing. And think about it around your family. Which direction are they going in? So you are the example to your family. So think about it. You can make the shift by shifting you. Now, think about your full potential place, your island of full potential. If you were operating at your full potential, how would life be? How will life be when you are operating at full potential? Then imagine, just imagine how good things are going to be. Now, all of us have this picture inside of us on this full potential, but most of us just think about it as a dream, a pipe dream, but we can actually achieve this. What you can think about, what you can dream up, you can achieve. Now, this is the amazing part. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what kind of shape you're in. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how not smart you are. What matters is starting and then keeping going. So if we're going to start and we're going to keep on going, I am the person who can help you do that. Before I got on this track, I had always wanted to be fit. I had never been able to sustain a program for more than a year. Now I am 8.5 years of continuously growing fitness and getting better and better. So you too can do this, and I can show you how. You are always changing. Everything in nature is always changing. So you might not see it in a minute or a day or a week or even a month, but change is always happening. Nature's way is movement. So if change is always happening, you will know this is true by looking back to see, are you the same person that you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Are you the same person that you were then? And I'll bet the answer is no, because you are changing. Even if you don't think you're changing, you're changing. You can keep doing the same old, but you cannot be the same old. And what we want to do is to be, because we are always becoming something. And when we want to be becoming, if we are becoming what we truly want to be, what we came to this earth to be, then we are happy, happy, happy. So change is inevitable, but growth is optional. But growth is aligning ourselves with nature's way. And when we align ourselves with nature's way, we are aligning ourselves with the happy way. I can show you how to do this. I've done it myself. I've helped all kinds of clients, and I can show you too how to do this. How you can get what you really want and how you can keep what you really want. So this is your best opportunity. Imagine, have you ever met anybody else who will do this? Have you ever heard of anybody else who has ended unhappiness for good without changing their environment? Have you ever met anybody else who is living their full potential and showing others to do the same? This is your time. This is the place. This is your best opportunity. Imagine you at your full potential, happy, joyous, connected, achieving, and being with those that you really love. Let's get started. You can sign up below. You can move down the page, click on the Start Now button, and get going. And why wouldn't you want to do that? Why would you want to stay in this negative pit? Let's get out of that pit, stop sinking deeper into it, and climb out and start moving up the hill. That's what we really, really want. So as we're doing that, we realize that there is a small investment to do this. I got to live, you got to live. So let's make the investment in ourselves and really have that investment pay off in higher productivity, achievement, and better relationships and health. So go ahead, invest in yourself, and there is a money-back guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, take 30 days. If it doesn't work for you, then let us know. We'll happily refund you your money. You can do this. Do it at no risk to yourself. Here are a few stories of people that have done this before.
No one's ever returned happiness before.
No one's ever returned happiness before.
Okay, so now we have here a few
Testimonial.
testimonials that are going to fly for maybe a minute or so, I guess, maybe
Yep.
maybe 2 minutes.
I've got an offer going on here.
Yeah, yeah.
That, okay. Yeah. The
Okay, so then I come back on after the testimonials. So you have to be ready to queue on the
I'll
testimonials.
be ready to queue on those testimonials.
And I have to know what the end of the testimonial queue is to come back on.
Correct.
Right. Okay, so if you want to do something similar to what these people have done, then I am here to help you, and you can do it. And not only do you get this, but we're going to bonus you as well. We're going to give you the opportunity to join our online community, the Stairway to Happiness Heaven. And the Stairway to Happiness Heaven is a community that I inspire every morning, and that we send you tips and tools that you can connect with and use and help yourself to grow. And we will get together on webinars, and you can learn more and do more and connect with more. So we're going to give you 30 days free on that. And then, have you thought about what legacy do you want to live? When you get to the end of your days, how do you want to feel? Because the only thing we can take with us at the end of our days are our feelings. So do we want to feel satisfied with what we've done? Feel satisfied with what we've given? Feel satisfied with how we've lived and how we've helped and how we've mattered? I would suggest that we do. And this is our legacy, is great feelings. So realize that there is nothing wrong with us.
Inside top one. Left hand.
We tend to think that there's something wrong with us. And why does this always happen to me? And why is that always happening to me? And why am I not getting what I want? But that's living on the wrong side. What we want to do instead of living on that side is to find out what's really right about us and has yet to be discovered and revealed to the world. And that's what we're going to learn on this journey, is what is so right about us. So, can you imagine learning to love yourself? This is the core of happiness and what we will truly be learning on this journey. So join us now. It's going to be 7 weeks. We're going to use the inspirational book of the year, Happiness Works, Get Yours Here. This book has been changing lives for the better for more than 3 years. So you can jump on board and get moving, and I will be there holding your hand the whole time. So now it's your turn. Now is the time.
Oops. Are you there? I just knocked him off.
You have him?
I lost him.
Oh, I see on my screen.
He's on your screen now?
Right there.
I clicked the offer thing. Are you there? Yep. Wow. I clicked him off somehow. Mhm.
Um,
Wow, and what's it say over there? I'm the only one that's on. Why did I click him off? He's off, but he's on over there. He's on with you. He's on over there. I just hold on. How did that happen? I'm completely knocked off.